Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the situation today. I was trying to find a quiet place in order to film this video, but it was not successful and my husband is sleeping, so I couldn't record in the room. I went out, but today it's a bit windy, so sorry for the quality of sound today. Anyway, today I want to talk about one particular tool that helps me to stick to my goals. And today I want to talk about something that I call "oh crap" plan, or sometimes it's called "what if" plan. So kind of the idea is here that definitely there is going to be some kind of setback. Definitely there is going to be some kind of failure. And we are trying kind of to get prepared for that. So we're already anticipating this failure moment, this setback back moment. And we are thinking about strategy, about formula, how to react appropriately to that moment. Because when we're already in that state, let's say you are on a health journey, and I'm going to use mostly today this example. Let's say you are trying to lose weight and you're following a diet and you had emotional eating episode or binge eating episode. This is something that I'm currently dealing with. And you kind of had this situation. You ate way more than you have to. Maybe it was kind of even happening for a couple of days. And at that time, you are not emotionally stable. You are upset. You are thinking, why it happened to me? Why I'm such a loser? Why I don't have a will? Why I'm keep doing that? You are upset. You're emotionally not in a good place. And at that moment, it's very hard to find a good, appropriate reaction, to think what you can do. That's why if you already have a prepared plan, which you established before it hit you, this situation, then you don't need to think, because you just open your journal, you open your notebook, you're gonna look at those strategies that you have set for yourself, and you're just gonna follow that particular strategy. And you can do it for any situations, because now currently I'm working on my health goals, so I'm looking into nutrition. So every time when I have this slip up, when I'm kind of not following my diet, or not when I'm overeating or having these emotional eating episodes or binge eating, I already have a separate page in my notebook when I'm kind of know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna follow that particular strategy. Or for example, when I decided to follow a certain strategy for my physical exercise, and now I'm trying to walk every single day, and I'm doing it for almost a year now. And starting from this September, I'm already implementing slowly my strength exercises. 3 times a week. It's really like small something. I do it like for 10-15 minutes, no more, because I'm only trying to build this habit. Anyway, there are weeks when I don't feel like doing, and I'm kind of skipping it, and after I'm blaming myself, I'm not happy that I skip that. So I have also a plan for this situation. So what happened in case kind of that situation happened? And again, it can be for anything, when even you kind of feel like give up. And I also have that in my notebook. What I'm gonna do in case I feel that I want to give up. I don't want to continue this anymore. And again, I'm just having my list. Like, I will not be happy with that. I will just check my whys, etc., etc. I will give more examples later on. So once you have it at your hands, that journal with all those strategies, with all those oh crap plans that you can deal with, that you can follow, especially in those emotionally difficult moments, it really helps you to stay consistent and reach your goals. So what I want to say, that just one slip up, just one mistake, it doesn't mean that it's a failure, that you need to start from the very beginning. It's already a very wrong attitude. And this oh crap plan, what if plan, actually it's like a backup situation that help you not to go even deeper into those negative emotions, not to start beating yourself up and calling yourself name, but actually continue sticking to your goals. I want to talk first of all about a couple of benefits and a couple of life hacks in terms of building this oh crap plan. First of all, in those moments when you already did something that you didn't want to do, that you had your slip up, what's happening here? it's quite wavy today. Yeah, where were I? So in those moments, you kind of feel like you are panicking, you are losing yourself. You are losing that identity that you start building. It kind of feels like that. So checking this plan, checking this strategy, kind of normalizes the situation in general. So it's not something extraordinary that happened out of you. It's something that you predicted, it's something that you anticipated, and it's something that you are prepared for. So it's in general normalizes the situation instead of catastrophizing it. It's important decision that is making this decision-making process so much easier, especially when we are in that situation that we are emotional, we are not happy with ourselves, maybe we are blaming ourselves, maybe we are beating ourselves up, and in that time it's very hard to make a good decision. So in case you have already pre-planned decision, it really helps. And I want to give one example here, especially it's connected with food because I do have a bit problematic relationship with food. So what helps me when I'm overeating, when I'm binge eating, the first my reaction would be just go outside and kind of try to burn some of those calories, even though like those of us binge eaters who already dealing with these issues know that it's definitely not the best strategy. Or I would tell myself something like, okay, starting from tomorrow, I'm not gonna eat like 2 days, 3 days in order to compensate all those calories that I have eaten to the end. And I'm trying approximately calculate all those calories that I consumed during this binge eating episode. And again, in case you're trying to fix your binge eating disorder, that's a very, very wrong strategy. So especially in my notebook, in that part of that notebook, on that page, when I have this oh crap plan for those binge eating episodes or emotional eating or just overeating in general, I especially put there and I wrote it that I should not like trying to compensate it somehow. So I'm not trying to stop eating next day. I'm not trying to stop eating till the end of the day even. I'm not trying to go to gym or run like 15 kilometers because I need to burn these calories. What I'm doing, like I will give you example from my oh crap plan for binge eating and overeating. So first of all, I need to calm down, I need to drink enough water, I need to talk to myself with some self-compassion, with self-love, with self-understanding. I need to ask myself some questions, and those questions should be asked with curiosity. It's like, why do I think it happened? What was the trigger? What triggered me to have that emotional eating? Was I stressed? Did something happen that made me upset? Was I actually hungry? Maybe I didn't eat enough previously, so that's why I actually overate, and I was so hungry. My hunger was so high that I overeated. And once I kind of was able to identify those triggers and those situations that happened to me, then I still would go for a walk a little bit, but not because I'm trying to burn calories. And you know, in case you eat like 3,000-4,000 calories, you cannot just burn them by walking for half an hour or so. But for me, walking is first of all the like mental exercise, something that calms me down. So I'm using it mostly for my mental health and for feeling better. So I just go out, especially if I have a chance to go somewhere in the nature, like next to the seaside or to the forest. And I'm walking there for half an hour, maybe even 1 hour, if I didn't eat too much, so my stomach is not upset. And I'm feeling much, much calmer. It's also normalized my mood. It makes me feel happier. It makes the situation not so dramatic and not so tragical as I imagined that. So, yeah. Sorry that I'm talking a bit strange. They just like kind of there are people everywhere, and it feels like they are staring at me, and I don't feel very comfy to record videos of myself in public. So again, sorry that I'm kind of a bit distracted today and out of place. And my next thing also on that list would be not to blame myself, not to beat myself up, have some compassion, some self-love, show some understanding, because like there are reasons why it happened, there are reasons why I decided to overeat, why my body decided to overeat, And like, this is something that I'm working on. This is something that I've been dealing with for years, and obviously it's not going to be solved like just in one like in 1 month, or even not in 1 year. So I understand this is something kind of like long term. I do when I'm thinking about kind of some failures in terms of my physical activity. So I'm still trying to do some exercises, and I already mentioned about that in one of my previous videos, which is called 2-minute rule. So in case I feel that I cannot do what I decided to do, so I cannot today walk 13,000 steps, I cannot today do my resistance training for 15 minutes as I planned earlier, but what I can do, I can do those things for 2 minutes. So I still put my shoes on, I go outside and I walk just for 2 minutes. Or I still starting my resistance training, but instead of making the full workout, again, I'm only doing it for 2 minutes. And it already gives me this kind of accomplishment feeling, because I'm not completely gave it up. I'm not completely stopped working on that. I actually finish it. Just I made a shorter version. And if you need more details on that, please check that my video. I'm actually give more examples how I'm implementing this 2-minute rule into my life, and it's definitely something that helps me to stay consistent. And in terms of like giving up at all, like I feel that my goal is too far, I will not be able to reach it again, I go to my notebook, I check that particular page with oh crap plan for those moments when I feel like I want to give up. And in that place I have my whys, my like true big whys, why I want to reach my goals, because I want to be healthy, because I want to be that type of person when I'm 90, so I want to be able to do this and that, because I want to be look younger and healthier than people that I know of similar age, because I want to have more quality life when I'm old. And actually my list is pretty long. I guess in one of the future videos I'm gonna share like the whole list, because it can be a good motivation and example, I think, for other people. I also was motivated by other people who created similar lists for themselves, so we do need to share ideas, definitely. So it kind of works, and you need to think about those problems that you're dealing with, those goals that you have set for yourself, and those kind of failures or setups that you have when you are trying to reach those goals. And you need to prepare kind of these oh crap plans for those particular moments, in order to be ready and in order to have all the necessary tools to deal with that. I also believe that having these oh crap plans or what if plans is also a very good idea if you are trying to build a better relationship with yourself, when you want to have a better self-awareness and self-understanding and self-acceptance. Because while doing so, while preparing yourself, while asking yourself all those questions, you actually start knowing yourself better. And that's, to my mind, extremely important, because when you know yourself, when you know what works and what doesn't work, when you know what kind of tools you can use and apply when you have some difficult situation, when you have some kind of sit-ups, then I mean there is nothing that you cannot do. So overall, as kind of like a summary, I would like to tell that having those backup plans, it's a definitely good strategy in order to keep yourself accountable, in order to overcome default setbacks and failures, and in order actually to reach your goals that you have set for yourself. And if you have more ideas, more examples, maybe how you set all those oh crap plans for yourself, maybe you will be also to share the examples in order to motivate us all. I would be really grateful. So thank you for staying here with me, and I will see you soon.